Okay, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the Forex Feast channel. And this is where we have made it our mission to provide the regular average Joe trader with the knowledge and skills necessary to go into these Forex markets and feast in profits. Okay, I am your humble, gracious, and grateful host, Sunday Okigwe, at your service. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off on the update 2. This is update 3, and this is trade 1, and this is day 6 of the 3,000 to 100,000 dollars forex trading challenge. Okay, and so far it's been a beautiful week so far. I mean, we're only at Tuesday, and we have grown the account quite significantly. Just in the past, I want to say 12 hours or so, we have grown the account another 1,300 or so dollars. And the way it started was it began with day 6 in the early London session. Those of you all that have been following know what happened during the London session. Price came down and it tested the trend line like I expected it to. It tested the trend line like my trading plan anticipated. And when it tested the trend line and rejected, I jumped right in. I took full advantage. I went in at, the higher lots. I went in at 10 lots and, 10 lots and 10 cents. And I closed portions of the trade along the way. I closed about $1,300 worth of profits along the way, which is the way you're supposed to do things, okay? You have to get something, you have to pull something down for your time. And according to my trading rules, which I try to strictly abide by, once price starts to range around 800, $1,000 in profit, I start thinking of ways that I want to pull some positions off. For the most part, is usually I pull half of my positions off the table, and then I let the other half run, until the next, 800 or 1,000 bucks, and I repeat the same process, which is what I did. And in doing so, I was able to secure about $1,300 worth of profit. Now, I was expecting that price would eventually hit 10,000, but that's not what happened. As you can see, price never retraced. Okay, it just kept falling. Of course, now it has reached a key level, which is this support level that's down here. Which means that this old area that used to be support has now changed, designation again. This is now resistance again because price has fallen and closed below it. Okay, so it no longer qualifies as support. This is now resistance again. Okay, this area right here is now the new resistance area, and we're going to take a look at TradingView later on in the video, because TradingView will show us a much more clear depiction of this chart that we're looking at. We're currently in MetaTrader 4, and we can see that the balance increased a little bit, because of course the trade was a free trade. I moved my stop loss into stop profit. So when stop profit was hit, my balance was not threatened in any way. In fact, I just, I gained a couple dollars. I gained like 20 something dollars or something like that. I think it was 9,055 at the end of the update, the number 2 update for day 6. Okay, and this is update 3. And what I want to do with this update is I kind of want to go back to the charts, and I want to step through how we might jump back into a trade, or where the next opportunity might be. Okay, because a couple of things have happened here. As we can see, the structure has been broken. Okay, this trend line right here, that was drawn has been broken. Okay, so whenever structure has been broken, or whenever structure is broken, you have to go back to the drawing board and you have to reanalyze. You have to see where you are. What is price trying to do here? Is price finally trying to move in the downward direction? Has momentum changed bearish. Okay, what's really going on here? Okay, whenever structure is broken, you really have to go back and revisit, and you have to go back and examine and make sure, kind of see where you are, recenter yourself, see where you are, see how you might tackle, what the new developments, on the market, in the market, sorry, which is what we're doing right now. So, um, so if you ask, Sunday, does it look like, price is getting ready to move toward downwards, to start moving bearish, I guess I should say. And my answer to that would be probably not. Okay. And it's too soon to tell. Okay. Because you see what price has been doing right here. This is another key level. You guys remember how this key level was formed? This key level was formed towards the end of last week's session. Okay, towards the end of last week, price started to form this support area right here. Okay, and this week, price opened in the Asian session, spiking down past this support area, but it closed right back into it. Okay, so it validated this support area even more. Okay, because these two wicks right here happened last week. Okay, these two wicks happened last week, and they happened, as you can see, because of the space in between them, it happened over multiple sessions. Okay, and when you have price spiking into the support area over multiple sessions, that makes it a strong, valid area. That makes it a key area. Okay, so you had multiple sessions. After several hours, price returned and retested a support level, and that gave it some validation. And then on top of that, as though that was not confirmation enough, when price opened for this week in the Asian session, it also spiked into that support area and closed inside of it. Okay, so this still validated that this was good support. And now what has happened? Now price has broken structure. Price has broken structure and gone down and did what? And tested that area once more. Okay, so this area has been tested once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. This is definitely a key support level. This is definitely a key level. Okay, whether it's support or whether it becomes resistance, if price decides to fall below this, time will tell. Okay, but right now we definitely can say that this area right here is a key level, no doubt. Okay, let me see if I can expand this some. Let's see if we can expand this. Yeah, but that is definitely a key support level. Okay, I mean, a blind man can see that. Okay, so we've expanded this a little bit so we can see this support level and how price reacts at this support level going into the upcoming sessions, going into the London session, going into the Asian session, and then the London sessions. We'll see how price reacts in this area. We'll see if this area serves as an actual support area or if it becomes maybe a resistance. Okay, we'll see what happens. But because price has broken structure, okay, the natural human psychology would tell you that, okay, because price has broken structure, what might happen is that price will continue to go down. Okay, it's going to test this level here several times, and then it's probably going to break and go below and close below this area, trying to test this next significant level, which is this level right here. Okay, those are all valid I guess assessments. Okay, those are all valid assessments. But of course, we are not in the business here at Forex Feast of jumping the gun. Okay, so yes, those are valid assessments, but you have to wait for the setup to develop before you make your move. You're not just going to make your move blindly on an assumption. That's not how we do things. Okay, so right now it seems that price is just consolidating in this area right here, just a little bit above this support area. Okay, and price is consolidating. Okay, so it can do one or two things. Okay, because now this area right here served as the support earlier on. okay, in the New York session, earlier on in the London session and pre-London. This area was serving as the support area as long as price stayed above this trend line right here, okay? But now that price has broken the trend line, this can no longer be considered support, okay? This has to be considered resistance again. Price is below this area, okay? So now this has become the new support, okay? The initial support that formed early in the week is now the new support, and this has now become the resistance. So having said that, okay, now that I have reiterated that, what we need to now figure out is, what could price do? What are the options? Okay, where could price go from here? Okay, and this is what I think. You have one of two options that can happen. Price can decide to continue to hover around here, okay, perhaps spike down into this area, test this area some more, okay. I would expect, a few more wicks in this area to kind of break this support area and close into it or close above it. I expect a few more of those candles to form. That's fine, okay. I expect that price could go up and touch this resistance area, test this resistance area, I should say. Okay, I expect price to go in here, break and possibly close back into this area. Okay, I expect that. Okay, that wouldn't surprise me either. Or there's one more option. Okay, if in fact price is getting ready to move downwards, price can continue down towards the next key level, which is this level right here. Okay, so how are we going to enter this trade? Okay, we're going to enter this trade if one of two things happens. One of two things happens. Okay, if price comes down below this support area and closes below this support area, and subsequent candles follow suit and continue to close below this support area, we're going to get in for a sell, and we're going to ride that position to the next key level, which is this level right here. Okay, there's enough room, as you can see. Looking to the left, there's a lot of clear traffic, okay, between this level and this level. There's a lot of clear traffic, and that's going to be at least let me see if I can count the pips here. From here to here, oh my god, you're looking at about roughly 50 pips. Okay, 50 pips of just clear traffic between these two levels right here. I need to extend this too as well. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. So like I was saying, there's clear traffic between those two levels, which is what you want to see. Okay, you want to see when you get into a trade that you have enough pips that you're chasing for it to be worth your while. Okay, you don't want to be chasing after 5 and 10 pips. Okay, you want there to be a comfortable room between the areas of entry and the areas of take profit. Okay, definitely. Okay, so we've extended this out some, okay, so that we can clearly see what we're expecting. Okay, so yes, so if price, this is one scenario now, okay, if price breaks below this support area and closes below this support area, and then subsequent candles are forming below this support area and closing below this support area, we're going to jump into a sell position, and we're going to ride that sell position all the way down to this area right here. Okay, and mind you, that sell position is going to be at a significant lot size, because when that happens, we know what to expect 9 times out of 10. Our confidence level is such that we can load up the lot size right there, which is what I'm going to do. That's my trading plan. Okay, and another thing that can happen is that price can continue to test this area right here. Price can continue to consolidate around this area and then move up to this resistance area right here. Move up to go test this resistance. Okay, and if that happens, okay, what would need to happen is, if price broke down below here, okay, we're going to be watching it like a hawk to see if price continues below, okay, or if it tries to break above. And if it breaks above, the same thing would apply as if it broke below. Okay, like I've been saying, so many times on this channel, If price breaks below or above, it doesn't matter. What matters is that it closes above, and then subsequent candles that come after it stay above or stay below, okay, that area. So the same thing applies. If price breaks above the support area, okay, and subsequent candles are breaking above and closing above, then yes, I would get into a buy position and ride it up to the resistance area. Okay, now this right here doesn't look as attractive to me, okay, because if I go ahead and count the pips, you can see that from this area to this area, that's roughly 30 pips, okay. And depending on where I get into the buy position, it might actually even be less. To be conservative is actually probably 25 pips, 24, 25 pips, okay, which doesn't look as appealing as a 50 pip clear traffic move to the downside, okay, because as you can see, when you look to the left here, you see all sorts of choppiness and price action that just kind of looks messy to the left here. The traffic is not as clear to the left as traffic right here, okay. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm saying. Okay, this looks more like a bumpy road. This looks like just clear pathways. Okay, so the first scenario that I described looks more attractive than the second scenario. But however, both scenarios would work. Okay, both scenarios would work as long as price does what I expect it to do, and nothing short of that. Okay, if price does something erratic and weird that does not resemble those two scenarios that I just laid out for you guys, I am not getting into this trade. Okay, oh, and I should also add, if we go and take the buy position, it's going to be at a lower lot size. I'm going to go with the $1 and 11 cents lot size, okay, because at this point, the bullish trend structure has been broken. Okay, so whenever structure is broken, you have to you have to walk light. You have to approach with caution. Okay, it could very well be that there's a new bullish trend that's going to form going this direction. Who knows? Okay, but that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so until that happens, we have to exercise caution. Okay, we have to exercise caution. What looks like the more likely scenario is that price is trying to test previous levels, okay, of support and resistance. That's what looks like the more likely scenario. And if that scenario plays out, that's where I'm going to push the majority of my lots, okay, when I'm entering into a position. I'm going to push the majority of my lots into that because that looks like a more promising scenario than price trying to head back up, okay. But ultimately, guys, we'll see. Day 6 was another wonderful day for me. Okay, I collected over 1,300 in profits just in day 6. Okay, and now we're looking forward to day 7. And depending on what price does, we could be in a buy or we can be in a sell for day 7. And day 7 might actually happen in the London session. Okay, but again, guys, we'll see. Okay, but that's gonna do it for me, guys. If you like the content, okay, you know what you need to do. Okay, if you like the content, hit the like button, okay, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that when you get these videos, when I make these videos rather, you can get them. Okay, guys, as always, I wish you all a profitable and a bullish week. Okay, and until the next time we meet, which is probably going to be probably in the London session, I wish you all the best. Okay, till next time. Oh, guys, I completely forgot I was supposed to show the trading view chart. Okay, so here's the trading view chart, and things look, as expected, a lot clearer on the trading view chart. So you see that this trend line, okay, this prominent trend line right here, okay, this dark line that's going across has been broken, okay, to the downside, okay, and you see that price broke and closed below what used to be support that has now turned resistance again. Okay, because as you can see, price is wicking into this area right here, but it's not closing inside of it. It's closing, it's still closing outside of this area. So that qualifies this area as the resistance because of how price is reacting. Okay, and then price has also found a way to go down and react at this lower support area here. Okay, this is the next key level right here, and of course there's also another major level below it, which is this area right here. Okay, so you can go back and rewind the video to get the full analysis again from the MetaTrader 4 and compare it to how things look like in TradingView. But the basic gist of it is that we're expecting for price to do one of two things. We're expecting for price to break below and close below and continue to this major level right here, or price can break above and close above and continue to this level right here or this level right here. Most likely it's going to be this level first. It's going to stop around this area before heading to this area. In any case though, however, in any case, this area right here, as you can see, there's a lot more room. There's a lot more space going to the downside than trying to go to the upside. Okay, especially when you've seen that structure has been broken. Okay, so I would approach with caution, trying to see this price go back towards the upward side. I would really be cautious about that. I mean, after all, the overall trend of the market has been upward, and it has been upward like that for several months now. However, you should always exercise caution. Okay, anybody that goes in and thinks that they can predict what the market is going to do from one day to the next is foolish and trying to fool you. Okay, so just because market has been doing something for the past several days or several months or several weeks doesn't mean that that trend is going to continue, in perpetuity. That's not how it works. Okay, so you should always have your head on a swivel. You should always be ready to pivot at any given moment at the drop of a dime. Okay, because we are reacting to the market. We are not predicting anything. We are reacting. We don't predict. Okay, the market does what it needs to do, and then we follow suit. Okay, after the market has shown its hand. So guys, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the trading view. As you can see, things look just similar on this platform as they do in MetaTrader 4. But for those of us that like TradingView, I just wanted to, add some of this as well. Okay, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys possibly in early London session, if there's something for me to trade. But until that time, okay. Catch you guys later.